Since they tell us x plus 4 is a factor, then we know that x equals -4 is a 0 or an x-intercept. And that means that if we plug in -4 for x, we would get 0 for y, because any x-intercept, so let's say -4, really means you have -4 comma 0. And that's really why we make that 0. It's essentially like when you start out and have f of x equals x plus 4, and we make that f of x, aka y, 0, we're finding the x-intercept. So let's go ahead and plug in -4 everywhere we have an x, and we'll make y, which they call g of x, 0. -4 cubed is -64. -4 squared is 16, times a negative a is -16a. A negative times a negative is a positive. That gives me 68 plus 12. I'll go ahead and combine like terms. That gives me +4, +16. And then at that point, I'll move the 16 over, divide by -16, and I get 1. Now, another option is if I wanted to use Desmos and I type in this function of g of x equals, and I typed it in exactly as I see it. Once I either get to the end or as soon as I type in the a, it gives me the slider option. And I could wait till I get to the very end and just press enter, and it'll automatically do it for me. But you still have to understand the fact that if x plus 4 is a factor, that means that when we plug in -4, aka the solution, the output is 0. So we'll go ahead down here and we'll put g of -4. And notice right now it does give us 0 when a is 1, which we already established as the answer. So it just kind of is a coincidence, I guess you could say, that this always starts at 1 and the answer was 1. But normally if it's something other than that, you could move that slider, and the goal is to see when would this become 0. So you would slide it. You can see we're getting closer. Oh, there we go. Got it at 1. And if you needed to, you could obviously change this. If you needed to get like, I don't know, from -100 to 100, and you wanted to count by tens, for example, and then you would be able to press enter and then slide it accordingly. But as I said, for A, the correct answer is 1.